September 9, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yep. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. Prosecutor Edgelord. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's Office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. What does White have on the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgelord. You've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix. Our court will be starting soon. What? But wait! The defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? What? Okay, let's do this. September 9, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I'll be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgelord. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of witness to the defendant's crime. I see the prosecution may call its witness. It went too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgelord why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. As well. Mr. Edgelord, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss Maya's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgelord. I appreciate your demeanor. And he gets to show off and you get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Of blue corn. In the pink suit. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! Well, these two are great together. My name is Red White. My friends call me Blanco Nino. I'm the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Is Blanco Nino means white boy, does it? Why do I feel like the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? He's got jazz fingers going. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly harussifying, but that's reading to to you. Some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking the woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Things occurred as you testified, and I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. But that's when the dude got the thing. The coffee. How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always absolutely perfect, you know. You're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered a room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. And that's what Miss May said too. Press first. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer. Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. There were no papers. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Co. law offices? Correct. That is the only window you see. And there you were, reading papers. Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel. I am a busy man who had business to do. A bedlam. Must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see, continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I'm no snoop, peeping out of windows at night. No snoop, yeah right, you made a career out of snooping. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired. What, you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes? 40. 40. Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. So does the judge on anyway. And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at that time? Probably drinking her iced coffee. She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she'd been tapping the Fay office phone? Objection! Irrelevant. Has nothing to do with the case at hand. I cannot. I'll answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Let's continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and you ran to the left. Really? You gave chase, struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I'm always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase.
Objection!
Wait right there. Mr. White, you have dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. Well, that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated the victim ran right. Oh, it's simple. You've misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. The victim ran to the left as you claim she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Did you find that odd? Huh, idiot. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. Because it's his left. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both of them are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. Huh, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. He was not in the hotel. Where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. Oh, more specifically, he was standing here. Here? Here. Here. In the courtroom. Ah. He was standing here.
Take that!
This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion!
Objection!
The postulations of the defense are distortion of the truth. Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. Well, he's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Space testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. You be cross-examining the witness testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. When you saw this, she first ran to the left, and you hit her savagely where I saw it. Next, with the last strike, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. The victim dodged an attack. No. Doesn't say one. I thought the first time it said a single.
Hold it!
I'm saying it was me. Okay.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. No, you can't do anything right, dude. May I continue? Then you hit her savagely. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. When you hit her savagely, that is what I saw. Yeah, the single... Where's the single blow one? Hang on. It doesn't say single anymore because it's the new autopsy report. But I think it's I think it's still the best option.
Objection!
That statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Well, neither do we. Well, we did think, Mr. Judge, but we're in a situation where we have to find something very contrived and obtuse from this. The like stands never come into it, but it could just be a red herring. Let's go with Miss Mays again. Okay, let's go with the... Can you hit us savagely?
Hold it!
I didn't hit anyone. Oh, no, I was right. There's no hiding things with Scott. I'm not hiding anything.
Objection!
Prosecution requests the defense refrain from interrupting testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? No, no blood marks on the statue. Dodged an attack.
Objection!
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Think before you make statements. Oops, I didn't go so well. Alright, where is it? Yes, I Where was lamp located? I don't know, man. Hang on. Where's the control?
Objection!
Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. Yeah. So apparently when you present the autopsy report for hitting her with the final blow, that wasn't good enough. I don't know. I think we're just going to guide this all the way through because I'm not really I'm enjoying the story, but not the trial and error. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, was it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I'll refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony.
Objection!
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I'd like to request a 10-minute break. Yes. Yes, quite.
Objection!
The witness is confused because he is lying. And pathetically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Oh yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. Yes, he did, man. But a couple of times. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. He doesn't look happy. Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her. Then she turned and ran for the door. And then you did her in with a single blow, thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it's hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over.
Hold it!
You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. I'll press further. Mr. White! Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes? And change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then next moment I saw Mia run to the left.
Objection!
Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly, when was it you saw the stand? Answer the question. Is it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked, then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? There's a big problemo. Problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct? So it's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. The person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over.
Take that!
Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the office window, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here. Well, note the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity? Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewood Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. His vein, that veiny neck. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection!
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgelord. Mr. White? I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Oh, go. Confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order. Mr. Edgelord, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Faye's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Faye & Co. law office. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Convenient. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Poor Phoenix. He just gets... It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered Faye Co. law offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct, that is right. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Hold it! Do you have proof?
Objection!
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right.
Hold it!
Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May?
Objection!
Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. Those are obviously Mr. White's. If I know Edgelord, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap.
Hold it!
Why did you tap me his phone?
Objection!
There's no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality.
Hold it!
Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well. Maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Uh-oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. Can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix over here. I know that voice. Mia. Never give up, Phoenix. Wait, she's dead. Mia. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? You fainted, idiot. Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. I mean, if you're gonna hallucinate, right? I mean, if you're going to. Ah, you're finally awake. Gak? I don't know. Like he's fainted again. Hey, Phoenix. That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Look at them, Phoenix. Look at these, Phoenix. What? You're... Maya. Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right. I'm Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Would that fill his bucket list with twins or sisters? You know, asking for a friend. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah. When you were at Myra. Phoenix. White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000, wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4. September 4? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. And what did Mr. White say in his testimony? Easy. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said that he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Hey Stein, I know it's some weird thing where Mia is in Maya's body, but she's got her body in Maya's body, on the outside of Maya's soul. Like, she's having an... I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, Maya's channeling Mia, but being represented in Mia's body in Maya's clothes. Minus Maya's sensible way of dressing, but with Mia's slutty way of dressing. It's weird. Anyway, go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Oh, the police aren't very bright. That's an understatement. September 9, 1:16 PM, District Courtroom number 1. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. And let's start where we left off. Your Honor. Mowski, my dude, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. We're just finishing off one of the cases, hopefully, of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney before we head on into some, what's it called? Kerbal Space Program. Anyway, there is nothing to go back to. How was your stream, Nasky? What were you up to today? The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor? Please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgelord, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon is tough, man. Fun game, though. You may begin your cross-examination. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
Objection!
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Wahaha! 9,000. You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. Oh, you see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fanco Law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. How does he do that with his eyes? Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Oh, he's losing it. Man, he's gonna go Super Saiyan. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. And that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
This idiot. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way you can worm out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgelord. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. No concrete proof that he is innocent. Ergo, I'd like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This is going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgelord, if anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? Completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No. There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgelord is sure to come up with or just make up something. After Mia showed up to help me and all. Oh, look at this guy. Mr. Your Honor. May I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Where's your arms? Memo received from Mia. Your Honor, if I may, You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court.
Take that!
Take that! The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! But please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get the list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how Ed it was. Well, this court finds the defense. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Okay, so we have Mia's spirit in Maya's body, which has taken the form of Mia's body in Maya's clothes, with the removal of Maya's sensibility and the addition of Mia's sluttiness. Are we all clear on where we're at with this conversation, where this is going now? Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations, you're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me. And Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. You're dead. My time here's running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? Hee hee. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock. The office? I'll see you later. Chief? Mia? September 9, 9:02 p.m. Fanco Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Wahaha! Wahaha! You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Do I look like my sister? Look like? You were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix. Go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya? Why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? It's like the scene from Ghost, but rolling sushi or painting minis. Take care of, huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. law officers, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here. Ready to get down to business? Oh, Phoenix. Phoenix. Maybe? Is that the joke? You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. You said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Rat & Co. Law Officers. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. What? Is this Mia? Or is that Maya? Huh? Do it? What? Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on. Time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. The end. And everybody clapped.